good, you guys? C.A.S.T back with another video. I think it's been almost like 6 months since I last played and made a video on this game, Wake the Dead, man, the Walking Dead Choices game. I really was expecting this to have a sequel by now, but maybe the story isn't made for that. If so, this could go down as one of the most goated single stories in history of choices. But yeah, man, we're hopping back into this thing. I think I filmed chapter 9, but I don't think it was filmed correctly, so we're going to be losing on that one, guys, unfortunately. But I can give a little bit of a synopsis. Essentially, we got captured by a different clan or different squad, made friends with them as we got out, and now we're back home. So I think that's pretty much the gist of everything. Really haven't messed too many things, just like a filler episode, nothing crazy. But we're back at our facility. I think it's called Olympus. We got our girl. I forget her name, but we got our girl. And yeah, we're trying to prepare for the zombie apocalypse on summer solstice. The cicada zombies come out, and we gotta survive that. And we gotta fight Blackstock up at the tower. They're trying to take us over. A lot going on, guys. Let's get into this. Nearly a week after your unexpected adventure to Ironmount, which was the place I was talking about in the lost video footage, you're discussing Olympus's resources as you walk through the orchard with Dirk. These trees grew fast. Is a fuel run really necessary? It'll take practically all day to get to the nearest gas station and back. We need a stockpile for the solstice if we want to keep generators running. It's a good thing you got horses from Aaliyah. Means we can conserve fuel by not using the van. Ugh, guess we better wrap this up then. Should we be looking for anything else while we're out there? How are we doing on food supplies? I mean, dude, we got all these apples, bro. We're actually doing pretty well on that front. We could always use more non-perishables, but it's not urgent. Got it. Right. Well, only thing left to discuss is what to do with the plot of land we cleared at the front gate. Walt and I think the watchtower would be most useful to the monitors the local zombie population, but the Sunflower Creek folks want a mill. What about the people from Ironmount? Elise and I mostly want the watchtower, but the rest of them are all in favor for the mill. Can't exactly blame them for that. They're probably some of the only people who know how to run one. See, now I remember this dude Dirk, Lil Dirk, man. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, which is not at all because he's heavy. I honestly think he's gonna defect on us, guys. I just got that sixth sense. I've been playing enough of these games, knowing enough of these zombie stories, man. I don't trust him. So I don't think. Does it really make sense to put a mill at the front of? I don't remember us having as many defenses. But I'm not. I want to spite Dirk. So we're gonna do that. Why can't we put a mill somewhere else, bro? That's the one thing. We can put a ladder here, we don't need a watchtower. More food. Although putting that right at the front does not make that much sense, especially with these weak walls. All are welcome? Yo, take this down. Who wrote this? All are not welcome here, bro. All are not welcome here. No. All are not welcome here. You can't be serious, Stone. How do you expect us to know what we're up against? Look, I know keeping tabs on the zombies is important, but so is food. None of our research will matter if we starve to death. Build the mill. Yeah, I'll get right on that. I don't like that attitude. See, I think he's going to defect, but now that are my choices going to affect how loyal he is? Because I think he's gonna be gone regardless. I'm not patronizing him. Yeah, your attitude. You don't have to agree with my decisions, but acting like an ass isn't gonna help anyone. I'm not having this conversation with you. Before you can say another word, Dirk storms off toward the lodge. You slowly follow after, taking a look around your colony as you go. The grounds are mostly empty, aside from the handful of people going out about their chores. Everyone around you see the grim faces of slumped soldiers. Wish I could do this more electric spirits. Mina and Walt are waiting for you outside the stables and rolled up paper tube leaning against the wall between them. Heard you were going to fuel run today. Know where you're headed? I think so. Mina unfurls the paper tube to reveal a heavily annotated map. Been trying to install more solar panels in Skyweld, but we still use a lot of gas. These 3 stations still had pretty full tanks last time we went by, so they're your best bet. Got it. Thanks for the tip. Mina gives you a friendly clap on the shoulder before she and Walt wanders off. You turn nearly into May, who has snuck up right beside you. Whoa! Sorry, Feather said it's rude to interrupt when people are talking, so I waited. Are you done? Yes, I'm done. Do you need something? The shiny knight lady said you were going on a mission today. Will you bring me back something cool like a flower or a toy? Just then Angel comes trotting up the stables back of the horse, pulling another one alongside her, saddled, ready to ride. Hey there, girl. Wait, was I talking to Angel or was I talking to the horse? I guess I was talking to the horse. Eli says if you want to do this supply run before dark, we gotta get going. Blah blah, boring, whatever's waiting. Everyone's waiting. Be careful, okay? Don't get eaten or lost or decapitated. I'll do my best. Alright then. I should have built the watchtower. So I don't normally do this. I usually live with my choices. But right now I'm throwing a veto card. I'm restarting the chapter. I could have really messed up. I'm restarting the chapter. We're going to do the watchtower. Something's just telling me, man. I didn't like that attitude. I didn't like it. So I'll cut to when we get back to where we were before. All right, bro. So it turns out his opinion did not matter at all. Because he's gonna be pissed regardless, which is dumb. He's like, I don't get it. He still is still ass. I don't really care. And now that I'm thinking about it, it really does not even matter. Because the solstice is happening regardless. So far, all the other outbreaks we've had have been relatively low numbers of zombies. So we know when the solstice is gonna hit. So we just prepare for then. We don't really need to know when all the zombies, because we already know it's the solstice. I'm not normally one of the to complain about low zombie activity, but at least that would make this trip more exciting. You're kidding, right? I mean, you got a horse. How could it get more exciting than that? I'd rather just have a chance to see what these guys in action. They are war horses after all. Shannon, my girl, that's her name. I think they might even be better at fighting zombies than I am. Or they're planning to throw us to the first drones they find. I feel like this one's gonna buck me off any second now. And have you seen their teeth? Horrifying. Don't listen to Troy, Quicksilver. You got beautiful smile. Without warning, Eli tosses you a compound bow, and you tosses you his compound bow, and you barely manage to keep it from dropping it. What's this for? There's some drones off to the east. See if you can hit one. You follow Eli's gaze and notice a silhouette on the horizon. Their forms barely visible. You knock an arrow and take aim. Don't forget to account for gravity. You pull back the bowstring, carefully aiming the end of the arrow a little ways above the head and let go. A sniper! I'm a sniper! Arrow sinks into the back of the zombie's skull and it topples to the ground out of sight. Hell yeah, I got it. Nice shot. You turn and hand the bow back to Eli with a giant glint of red in the ditch beside the road. What's that? It looks like a gas can. Eli gets off a horse and pushes the brush away to reveal 3 containers. He inspects each one, opening the caps and giving contents a sniff. They're full. Some kind of trick. Who leaves a bunch of gas cans in the side of the road? Who cares? Finders keepers. You spot a strange series of colorful tents and mechanical objects jutting up in the distance. Is this an amusement park? Oh, I've always wanted to see one of those. It's one of my bucket list after getting a makeover. People were always getting them back in the books I read as a kid. I didn't even have any makeup in that situation. We could always make a pit stop. I mean, we did already find the gas. And we still have the rest of the day ahead of us. We can't be serious right now. I'm not trusting these cans on the side of the road, bro. We need to get these back home ASAP. What are we doing? What is Stone doing? Man, I'm getting weak, bro. With this all everyone welcome on the sign, bro. I gotta get that iron will, bro. Cutthroat. You walk slowly past the old rusted machinery, scanning over every nook and cranny as you go to cross the makeshift dirt road. Eli puts his hand on your shoulder, holding you back. Dead ahead. It'd be funny if you said that and there were zombies ahead, because they're dead. Oh. Two drones meander past one of the rides, slowly heading in your direction, though they haven't noticed you yet. You carefully step out into the open street and walk slowly toward the other side. Okay, that didn't work. As the two drones charge you, Eli sinks an arrow into the center of one's forehead while Angel leaps forward and smashes a wrench into the face of the other. Alright, I'll admit, not one of my best plans. There's a tense moment where you all wait to see if there's any more drones emerge, but everything remains still and quiet. Looks like the coast is clear. Okay, yeah, I'm having a severe lapse of judgment right now. Gotta lock in. We gotta lock in. You and Troy find the others digging through one of the tents. Shannon gasps as she opens a long wooden box stained with various colors. These are face paints. Looks like you'll get that makeover after all. I'm on it. Call me your angel godmother. Angel snatches the paint and pulls curtains in the tent shut. Around 10 minutes later, Shannon emerges, black paint around her eyes, red in her lips, and a large skull over her cheeks. How do I look? You are somehow still hot. Smooth, Stone. Real smooth. Just tell me the truth. Oh, well, thank you. Let's go. Nah, bro, we gotta lock in. We gotta lock in, bro. Enough of this nonsense. Grabs your arm and leads you into an old warehouse full of parade floats, chipped paint, and rusting metal. Closest we've got. Angel ushers everyone off and dramatically clears her throat. Alright, no. We had enough of this, guys. It was fun and games. It was fun and games, guys. We gotta get this stuff back. We gotta get this gasoline back, bro. We gotta get it back. We've been fooling around too much, bro. We gotta lock in. Stepping back outside, you walk over to one of the many prize booths still full of half-rotten stuffed animals and other broken toys. Shame most of these have already been destroyed in the weather. Otherwise, they bring them back for all the kids. Well, if the kids won't show them love, then I will. That's how you get a decease. I think I see one is still in good shape. Points up to the back corner of the canopy. There's a slightly rafty stuffed frog sits safe from the elements. Get the stuffed frog as a present from May. Sure. Alright, this is the most gems I've spent on a story in a long ass time, bro. Troy emerges from the tent with an aluminum can raised proudly over his head. Bro, this is not gonna be good to drink. Crack that back. A freaking like flat ass energy drink. Or it's like beer, one of the two. He's bluffing. Tell the truth, Troy, or make you drink the rest of it. Okay, may not nearly as good as I hoped it'd be. Possibly a little. Did you see anything that looked like a supply station while you were back there? It's not in this tent, but I can't be far. You pull the PSA pamphlet out, you're back, and look over the map, following less colorful tent near the end of the row. Ducks aside, rooting through a pile of empty plastic bins. Dang. Ooh. It's not a real gun, though. Maybe save this for any people that get in our way. There's only one dart here. only ones are you need to stay alive. Ever the optimist. I think that's everything we came here for. It's only noon. Let's get home. Let's get home. Let's get home. Let's get home. I'm tired of this zoo, this freaking carnival. You can always come back tomorrow. I can't flirt with Angel in front of Shannon. That'd be rude as hell. Angel pumps a bucket. All right, guys, we're wasting water. Can we please get home, guys? Please. Y'all finished. Are we children, bro? We gotta lock in. Can you believe people used to just come here and have fun, nobody fearing for their lives? Hakuna Matata, a life with no worries. Do you think the world will ever be like that again? Or are we doomed to keep scraping by forever? Does it really matter? I mean, sure, we aren't living the old world, but we can still do everything that they did. We just put our own twist on it. The old world had its own problems anyway. What other stuff we can recreate? We make it through the solstice, even Olympus will fill up with snow, and there will be plenty to try. Yeah, I mean, he is right. The old world did have problems, like, regardless if you're on survival mode or, like, in a first world country in 2024, like, you kind of, like, gauge the perspective on everything, and you can still struggle. Like, there's people struggling here in America. You could argue they have more resources than ever, way better than a zombie apocalypse, you know. But regardless, you know, this is what it is, I guess. I think I speak for everyone when I say I wouldn't mind some company. Explore the park with one or more of your friends to learn about them, deepen your bond, add a point to your colony score. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna be bled dry. Who are the options? I'm not going to haunted house alone, bro. That's crazy. I gotta cherish these moments with Shannon, bro. Although Angel is looking kind of nice, but I gotta cherish it with I gotta lock in, bro. Locking in for other reasons. You join Shannon in a small courtyard overgrown vines, a stagnant fountain in the whatever. This place kind of reminds me of Iron Mountain, only in worse shape. It's definitely seen better days. Still, it's a little magical, isn't it? You and Shannon poke your heads through the busted window of a shop and find the counter littered with all kinds of chips, candy bars, and other junk food. Ooh, cotton candy. No, silly. It's candy that looks like cotton. They make it by melting sugar and whisking air through it to make it light and fluffy. So why is it pink? Good question. You don't think any of this is edible, do you? Given the number of preservatives they use in everything, probably. Then we can bring some of it back to Olympus after we give it a taste test. Interesting. Two of you settle down on the edge of a fountain and tear the bag open packages, trying overly sweet and salty foods. I've got 100 times more flavor than anything they've ever served at the tower. Why don't we still make food like this? Supposedly eating it in excess is bad for you. It's not exactly nutritious. But given that zombies are trying to kill us nearly every day, I think I'll take my chances. Shannon sets a bag of chips to the side as she turns to peer into a murky fountain water with practically thrums as small critters dart beneath the surface. At least life isn't so hard for everything. There's a yellow-legged frog, a long-toed salamander. I think there's even a couple of diving beetles under the moss. You sure know a lot about animals. Is that why you became a scientist? I didn't really have much of a choice. The woman who rescued me when I was a child, Dr. Hannah Nguyen, was an epidemiologist at the Tower's research facility. So you wanted to follow in her footsteps? That, and it helped me feel connected to something. The people at our station. When I was younger, I started asking questions about where I was from. Hannah eventually took me back to the house where she found me. Right away, we found some old photos, and that's how I figured out that I'm native from the Washoe tribe. How did that feel? It was a lot. I don't really remember my birth family, and it suddenly felt like there was this chasm between the person I was and the people I came from. Chasm, excuse me. That disconnect from your roots. I'm not gonna trauma bond. You don't remember much about your own. I don't remember much about my own family, but I always had Methuselah. I always felt like I belonged. I was lucky. Aside from all the food and tools being gone, the house was mostly intact. I stayed there all day, just absorbing everything they'd left behind. Was it hard to leave again? I mean, that place used to be your home. A little, but my ancestors didn't really live in one place. They moved with the seasons, from the shores of the lake to the mountains of the foothills. So in a way, this whole region is my home. I'm connected to the land and everything in it. Do we know what area of the U.S. we're in? I assume we're in the U.S. because just assumption from an American. Still, I do wish I'd gotten to know my family. The owner at the research station always felt more like coworkers and relatives. I'm going to look up the Washoe tribe really quick. Huh. Okay, so it is a Native American tribe. Nevada and California area looks like. So yeah, we're on the West Coast. Interesting. California living. Um, what happened to your parents? I don't know. When Hannah found me, I was alone in the house. But the only reason I think of that they would leave their child behind is she trails off. You reach to comfort her. They didn't leave a note or anything? No, but when Hannah and I went back to the house, we found a beautiful willow basket sitting on a bureau. It felt so familiar in my hands. I think I have this feeling that my mother made it. With how great this mentor of yours sounds, I'm kind of surprised you didn't end up an epidemiologist. Trust me, there are already plenty of disease specialists at our facility. Everyone dabbled in it. We had to. But if I had to point to one thing that made me fall in love with biology, it was probably the parking lot out back. That is not what I expected you to say. In the summer, the place was totally overgrown. I stood out up there for hours looking at the different plants and watching the wildlife made it there, home. With the long grass swaying above my head and the animals just going about their business like it was part of it all. I was part of it all. I felt like I was with my family again. That sounds so magical. No wonder you're so into nature. So how can you not be? Biology's so hopeful. That's why I love it. If nature showed me one thing, it's that life finds a way, even in the strangest of places. That is inspiring. I feel like so much of the time, the world seems to be full of death, like you're just barely surviving. It's easy to forget there are plants and animals and people out there living. It's a cycle. There has to be death in order for there to be life, and vice versa. From here, it seems like the plants don't mind the zombie apocalypse one bit. They're thriving. And if the little critters in this fountain are any proof, the animals aren't so easy to get rid of either. Shannon turns back to the fountain and stares into the water for a few moments, a frown coming onto her face. You alright? It's nothing. Just bad memories. You haven't really been yourself since you went to the warehouse with me and her. You'd think that after being trapped in a research facility for days on end, a cabinet for a few minutes wouldn't be that bad, but I keep having these nightmares. Even just going inside is hard sometimes. Shannon. I know why you didn't do what you did. Why you did what you did. Mina was in more danger than I was. I needed to help her. I'm so sorry I couldn't do more for you. Well, you're here now. That's something. Is now the time? Is now the time? Better now than never. Let's see what she says. Oh! Sorry, was that too forward? No, not at all. I like that very much. Shannon looks away bashfully until you cup her cheek into your hand. Her eyes meet yours, nervous but full of warmth as you lean in to capture her lips. They're surprisingly soft, and they meld with yours, and all the tension seems to leave your body as she closes her eyes and melts against you. Was that your first kiss? Not my first. Yo, who this other nigga, man? Yo, if it's someone from if it's freaking dude with the flannel shirt, I forgot his name, bro. I'm beating his ass. If it's Dirk, ooh, I'm about to beat his ass, bro. He's gone. He's out. He's gone, bro. She tastes sweet, like the candy you've been eating. And when you pull away, she's wide-eyed and breathless. Yo, okay, I'm actually kind of concerned now. If it's one of these other niggas up in our facility, bro, I'm gonna be pissed, rightfully pissed. He's gone, bro. I mean, it's not an anime. Like, we're both adults. You know, is it my first kiss? Probably not. I probably wouldn't have asked if it wasn't mine, so I shouldn't be upset. But still, you know, I was expecting the way she was acting, like, oh, this is my first kiss, you know. But nah, can't be your day one, but maybe it can be your day two. You know what I'm saying? You know, first love don't work out. Second love comes in and, you know, mends those wounds, puts it back together. That's what we want. That's what we're going for. She giggles as you give her lower lip a teasing lick. Okay, is that what people? Oh, you do you. Then she suddenly surges forward to kiss you once more, throwing her arms around your neck and nearly knocking you both into the fountain. Damn. She gasps in a breath as you break apart, and as you rest your forehead against hers, she smiles widely. I can't believe you really like me like this. I mean, you're you and I'm. Shh. Not now, Shannon. You place your finger over her lips, cutting her off, then draw her back into your arms, her mouth meeting yours in another passionate kiss. Time seems to slip away as you hold each other close, clouds floating gently overhead. We should probably get back to meet up with the others. You go on ahead. Just want to sit here for a few more minutes, take it all in. But thanks for coming out here with me. I like the company. Anytime. Oh! Oh! Ho, ho. Yo, you dirty dog, you stone, you dirty dog, you stone. Double dipping. That's crazy, bro. I had to go with, like, honestly, it really shouldn't give me two options, bro. It really shouldn't give me two options, bro. That is not, I'm keeping this one PG. I'm keeping it PG. I'm doing this just out of sheer curiosity, but Shannon, I had to do it, bro. I had to, cause she was, I forgot that she got locked in the cage in the locker and like was unhinged and like that was affecting her. So hopefully, that helps her get back to normal. Cause I'd be devastated if she dies, bro. Since you're here, be a doll and help me out. She pats her eyelashes playfully as she gestures to a flashlight in the ground behind her. You stoop to retrieve it, crouching at her side and shining the light into the inscrutable tangle of wires. What are we looking for? What are we looking at? A hot freaking mess. But give me a few minutes and I'll make those babies dance again. By those babies, do you mean the carousel animals? Duh. You gaze wanders toward the dilapidated ride, dirt and dust caked over the fiberglass animals. Hey, I was wondering. Effortlessly, she knocks your elbow so that the flashlight points where she needs it to. Mind the light? Why are you bothering to repair this? There has to be some reason you're putting so much effort to fix it. You always have. A method to my madness? I was going to say ulterior motives, but that works too. Well, for starters, there's a junk pile we're bringing back to Olympus. And I guess I want to bring a little life back to this place, give a second chance, you know? Put your own twist on it. Exactly. Hand me an Allen wrench, will you? You pass it to her, and she gets to work unscrewing one of the back panels. Her gaze is fixed on the work ahead of her, but she looks thoughtful. Before joining up with you, I spent a lot of time alone. Never really had anyone to talk to except... She goes quiet, her expression clouded. You grimace. I'm sorry, Angel. I know your parents were really important to you. Yeah, they were. But it wasn't a total loss. You managed to put some important put someone important in their place. She jabs her arm gently with the butt of the screwdriver. Are you saying I'm this really important person? Who else, dummy? Okay, is she like replacing her parents with me? You don't want to mess with crazy, bro. You and the rest of our ragtag little gang are good people. People worth doing something nice for. You're one of those people too, Angel. I know. That's why I've always been fighting so hard, but people aren't made to just fight all the time. We're supposed to laugh and dance and make happy memories. Ugh. That must sound completely dumb to you. I think you got a point. We focus on so much fighting, making weapons, bulking up our defenses. It's easy to forget that not all we need to do is survive. Right. Like at the point of what's the point of making it if you're just gonna be miserable forever? We all need a way to forget our troubles, even if it's just for a little while. Angel pops off the control panel in the back and flips the couple switches. Nothing happens. Are you sure the thing's gonna run? Do you even know if we have energy power for it? Or enough power for it? Please. This place is chock full of solar panels. We should have enough to kickstart one measly little ride. And don't worry. I'll keep the sound off. Don't want a bunch of Z-bags to ruin our fun. She fiddles with a couple of knobs and solders a loose wire into place. With a creak and whir of machinery, the carousel starts to start. Excuse me. What'd I tell you? I'm never doubting you again. With a cheerful whoop, Angel leaps onto the slowly moving platform and straddles a tiger, kicking her feet into the stirrups. Don't just stand there, pick any steed. Do a dolphin. You know, whenever I went on a carousel as a kid, there was one at the mall I grew up in, and it was like a double-decker carousel in the mall. Fantastic. I would always, like, when my mom went shopping, I always wanted to go there, and I would always get on the reindeer. I don't know what my, thing was, reindeer or whatever, but I was like, it's better than the horse. It's, the best animal on the ride. Couldn't explain it, just like a child's mind at work, I guess. You and Angel laugh playfully as the carousel rolls forward, but after a moment, your echo voices fade, leaving you in silence. I think I figured out why these things are supposed to have music. We'll just have to make our own. Ooh, I'll start. Oh, carousel, carousel. Isn't that Christmas music? Shut up. The mall stereo had a very limited playlist. How wobbly are your horses? You spin us. Don't know what that song is. You and Angel burst out and laugh, clutching tight to your poles to keep yourself steady. Then sooner than expected, the ride shudders and stops. Looks like all the fun we're having for now. You hop down, stumbling a little, find your footing on a solid ground. Angel follows, but her foot catches on a piece of fiberglass and she falls forward. Oh, great. Anime moment, bro. We can't do this. Angel laughs breathlessly as she sprawls on top of you. Sorry, got a little dizzy. I can see that. Her soft hair tickles the side of your face, and her dark eyes sparkle invitingly. Seeing her so close... Oh, Stone, what are you doing, bro? Oh, no. Oh, bro. Am I a piece of shit? Am I a piece of shit? Oh. You gently roll Angel off you and clamber to your feet, extending a hand to help her. You still got some time left. Nah, I think that's enough. That's enough fun. I guess we're going to the haunted house regardless. Is something gonna happen here? Seriously, why are we still at this amusement park? We're wasting time, and something bad is gonna happen. Something bad is going to happen. Come on, Stone, bro. You're better than this, bro. You're better than this. I'm locking in, bro. I'm locking in for the rest of the book. Because this isn't the nonsense. Okay, but it gets to be too much. I'll let you know, promise. If something happens to Shannon doing this, bro, I'm gonna be pissed. Because I don't have a freaking choice. I'm skipping through. I'm skipping through. I don't care. I don't care, bro. Get me home. We're still in the zombie apocalypse, bro. Something bad is bound to happen. Can we please stop? Can we please stop? Can we please stop? All right, enough. No. Oh, God, freaking. Why can't we just go fucking home? Lord of mercy. A woman steps through the gun smoke, flanked by three others dressed in dark leather. You can't make this up, bro. You cannot make this up. See, this is the type of shit that like kind of pisses me off about choices, bro. I mean, I get you want to do like the whole like narrative and everything, but come on, dog. Give me a chance, bro. Give me a chance. I guess I'm going back with the Mad Max crew. We wasted so much freaking time and we're not gonna get the gas now because they're gonna take it back. And then Dirk's gonna be even more pissed off. He's like, "What the fuck were you doing?" Oh well, we found the gas like in the first 30 minutes and it was a trap, obviously. Anyways, guys, that's Wake the Dead, Chapter 10. I don't really have too many words after that stupidity that we just pulled, but hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see what happens next time. So, yeah, catch you in the next one.